Hey everyone, welcome to Quarantine Photo Walks, episode 4. This is going to be the last of the series. I told you it was going to be a quick series, only the 4 videos. This is the last one, so I hope you all enjoy it. For this video, I'm going to be shooting with my Mamiya RB67 Professional S. I got this camera not too long ago, and I was really excited to go out there and shoot it. It's been on my list for quite some time. Well, actually the RZ has been on my list, but you don't see those coming up for sale too often. So I had to settle with the RB67. My model of the RB is in pretty decent shape. The body wise is in decent shape. Unfortunately, the lens has some fungus in it, and I do have to get that fixed when the camera shops open back up. But for now, it still shoots fine. I just don't put it near any of my other cameras, so those lenses don't catch that fungus, just in case. This is a fully mechanical camera. It does not have a battery to operate it. The shutter is actually in the lens. It's a leaf shutter. The other thing is the RB stands for rotating back. So the back here can actually rotate. So you can go from a horizontal image to a vertical image, which I found pretty cool. I haven't really tried it yet though, because I've only shot it twice so far, and this video is the second time shooting it. Another cool thing about these cameras, you can get different backs for them. I'm pretty sure you can get like a Polaroid back, like an old one, and then you can also get like the Instax Polaroid one. But those are really expensive, so I don't plan on getting one of these for my camera. But yeah. The thing with this camera that I love is that it has the bellows, and this allows for that super close focusing. It's really good for portraits and stuff like that. I didn't use it too much here in this video. I kind of shot far away from my subjects and stuff. The main issue I had while I was out shooting this was the camera shake. This is a big camera. It's the size of my freaking head. It's like a giant brick, and with that comes a camera shake. I had the same problem on my Pentax 67, but not as much as this. So I wasn't shooting with the tripod for the series. I just kind of had it handheld, and some of the pictures did come out a little blurry just because of that little camera shake, but overall, pretty good. The photos I shot with this, it's going to be a little bit different. I got a new scanning program. I'm now using Negative Lab Pro, which I have not used before. My friend Nevin actually turned me onto this, and I don't know why I haven't been using this the entire time. I really love the way these images come out, and if you are not using Negative Lab Pro to scan, I highly suggest it. It will change your whole world, and yeah. So you can see from these images here that they're going to be way different than my normal images, and it's a bit of a change, and I'm kind of excited about that. For these, I was kind of going for this like Wes Anderson color kind of vibe. Like, I don't know if you've all seen some of those movies. I'm pretty sure you have, but cinematography like that, and the colors and the tones of just everything there, I love, and I wanted to try and replicate that in my images. I also color graded this video to look somewhat like the images, so you can get that whole vibe, and hope you enjoy these series. I'm really excited about these images. It's totally something different and out of my comfort zone, so let me know in the comments if you like these images, or if I should shoot more like this or edit like this, and I'm excited. First image is literally 2 houses down from my house, and I took this picture because the light was shining right in their driveway, and I really liked the way it was coming through the trees. And most of these images are all going to be about light. I was trying to capture stuff in that golden light during golden hour. That's what I was looking for most, so that's probably going to be the idea behind most of these images. Down a little ways, I think we have this like magnolia tree. I don't really like take up close shots of flowers and stuff like that, but I was switching it up a bit, and these are really glowing in the sun, and They're very pastel and pink, so I wanted to capture the colors of that with this new style that I was going for, and it turned out pretty well. Across from that magnolia tree is this parking lot. I didn't really take video of it, but here's a quick picture of it. It's just a super bright, summery looking photo. Next, we have the pizza place on the corner. I did take a shot of this in my first quarantine photo walk. If you watched this, this is a totally different picture, and I'm really happy with the way it turned out. The sun was hitting the building right at the perfect time. So I took 2 photos of this building. I really like the way that the shadows were hitting the building. The green bushes in front mixed with the red brick of the building. Then you had the white curtains there in the window just kind of glowing from the sun hitting it, and I really love the way these turned out. Another place that I took a picture of before, I took a picture of this American flag in the window. I don't remember which quarantine walk it was, but this was not in the sunlight, so I wanted to revisit it when the sun was hitting it directly, and boy was I happy that I did, because the way the sun was hitting that building was just perfect. The flag was glowing in the window. Everything about this image I just love. Even though my shadow's in it, it still works. I really like the way these low contrast, super bright images are turning out. Like, I don't think I'll be doing this all the time, but I can see myself shooting like this more and editing like this a little bit more as well. I did kind of overexpose my shots because usually I just do exactly what the meter says. I walk down the street I don't normally walk down. I really like the way that these houses were lined up and they're all kind of the same size. And this looked like something out of the movie The Burbs. I don't know if you've ever seen that. It's an old 80s movie. Check it out. But this kind of influenced this picture a bit. I just love the tones in it and how bright it is. I'm loving these bright images. After shooting that last picture, the house right behind me, the sun was hitting it in a really cool way. This little sliver of sunlight just hitting their open window and the bush they had in front of their house. And that's what kind of brought my eye to it. Unfortunately, the camera shake happened here and it's a little blurry, but I'm still gonna show it to you. Came across this, like, I think it was an abandoned house, but next to it was like an abandoned lot. And there's this basketball hoop there. Yeah, I know, ding, film, photos, basketball hoop, gotta take a picture of it. But the way the sun was shining in this photo, it was going through the trees and it was just creating that like little beams of light all over the little basketball court there. And then the basketball was kind of like over to the right here, and I like the whole composition of this image, and that's why I took this photo. In this yacht club here, and I like the way that the light was hitting this one particular boat, mostly because half the boat's like red at the bottom and it said like Lil E was the name of the boat, and I like the way that the shadows were casted onto it. I did kind of have to like squeeze my camera in the bar to get this photo just because I couldn't really get in the yacht club and I had it angled a certain way, and it's also kind of awkward because I don't have the eye level viewfinder for my Mamiya. I just kind of use the waist level finder for now. That is a struggle sometimes. It just causes you to shoot differently, but it still turned out pretty well. Walking past the yacht club a little more, I noticed out of the corner of my eye another row of sailboats, but they were just beyond this like bush area with the fence, so you can't really get in to take the picture or anything like that, but you could kind of see the way the light was hitting them, and then the grass was like super bright green because the sun's going down even more now. This is getting towards the end of our walk, and I'm like, I gotta get a picture of this, but I can't get into the yacht club because you're not allowed in, and so like I kind of just like shoved myself into the bush and like made my way through, and of course the bush was just a thorn bush, and I'm getting thorns all over my clothes and getting stuck in there, but I had to get the shot, and overall I think it was pretty worth it. I did get the photo. I didn't get too cut up, but it was worth it. Sometimes you just gotta do shit for the shot, you know, like, or else you'll go regretting that you didn't take that picture, and that is like the worst feeling to me, is like, shit, I get home and I'm like, I should have took that picture. That lighting's never gonna be the same. It's not gonna be there again, blah, 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 blah. And that's something I don't like. So it's like, if I like the shot, get it. Just get it and you won't regret it. And then me being an idiot a little bit, I didn't know the gate was open a little ways down to the yacht club, so I could have walked in. I didn't have to do all that. But whatever, you win some, you lose some. So I walked right into the gate and I saw these like canoe boats all lined up, and of course the sun's hitting it again, and I really love the tones in this. I love the I like the off-white tones of the boats and the different numbers on the boats, and just how it just kind of like goes down on an angle, and that's what kind of drew my eye to this, and I'm really happy with how this turned out. One photo left, and I'm walking down the street and I don't know what I'm gonna use this last photo on, and usually when I get to the end of the roll, I'm just kind of like, am I just gonna take a last shot just to take it? Am I gonna see something I like? I'm already on my way home. I don't know what I'm gonna do. And then this dog's like barking his head off across the street, just on the sidewalk, and then I look over, I'm like, there's a perfect image right there, and I took a picture of that. This is kind of similar to the other image of the houses earlier, and that's what I like about it. I like these just like suburban looking houses and how glowing they are in the light. And then you have this little dog, if you can kind of see him here. Really love the way the shadows are hitting this house as well, and then how bright that green grass is. And yeah, this is probably one of my favorite pictures of the day. Considering it was the last one, I love this. So that's the end of the series here. I hope you enjoyed it. I really love the way these photos turned out in the end. I know it's a different style than I normally do, and I really enjoyed it. And I'm not gonna do it all the time. I don't wanna overdo it, but I can see myself taking pictures like this more often. Another thing is, I highly suggest you get Negative Lab Pro if you haven't tried it out yet. They do have a trial for it. You can do like 12 scans, I believe, and then you gotta buy it. I think it's like $100, but then you have it and you can put it on 2 devices. Thanks again to Nevin for showing me that. I don't know why I haven't really used it yet. I've been just kind of using my normal Epson program, and this just is a whole new world, and you can do totally different things with your images, and I love it. So give it a try. So I hope you enjoyed this series. I know it was super short. I'm kind of glad it was super short, even though we're still in quarantine. I will still be making videos. They're just gonna be a little bit different. And I still will be going out taking pictures. They just won't be quarantine photo walks. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see y'all next time.